Hi Sagittarius, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your weekly reading for January 2022. I have already pulled your tarot. Here I'm going to be looking at 4 different areas of the week. I'm going to be looking at your present position. I'm going to be looking at your strength, your challenge, which is right here in the background, and your outcome. So let's start with what's going on in your present energy. And this is to validate that this is your reading. This reading is not for everybody. It's just for entertainment purposes only. So what I have here is the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Spirit, do you want to bring forward what's going on with Sagittarius in their present energy? Sagittarius, you're opening up to something very deep within you. It feels as if for quite a long time this part of you has been, I don't know how to put it, but it's not that it's been that you can't access it. You can, but it's something that is deep within you, and it's almost kind of like it needs something special for it to come out. And this part of you, this kind of very deep well within you, feels like it's kind of purposely shut down, purposely detached from you. And for some of you, this is loving energy, because we've got the King of Cups and we've got the Knight of Cups. And for others of you, it has to do with a change in your life that is quite profound. And you're really thinking about that change. And here in the Knight of Swords, what we have in your energy is a lot of deep spiritual introspection about what is meaningful to you and how you want to move forward authentically. It feels like you're revealing a part of yourself because you're ready. It feels like it's interesting. There's a very... Knight of Swords isn't the fastest moving knight in the deck, but that's not what I feel. I'm a psychic and a medium. I'm not a book-learned tarot reader, even though I know what all the tarot means. So I have to go on what the spirit world are giving me and what I'm picking up psychically. And what I pick up psychically here for you, even though we have the Knight of Swords, is that it feels like a slow burn. It feels like a slow uncovering of vulnerability and what it is that you want for yourself. It feels for like a very long time. Like, I know that you know. I know that you know that you want deep, meaningful experiences. I know that you want to be happy. I know that you want joy and laughter and many, many, many experiences in your life to bring you adventure and make you feel yourself, but also at the same time broaden your horizons. And it feels as if you've been going through the motions for a very, very long time, and you're coming to a space in your life here in the present position that it's all about... Spirit, bring forward the energy here, please. Bring forward this energy right here in the Knight of Cups for me, and in the King of Cups. Bring it forward. Make it clear. Make it clear. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of hope, and there's a lot of desire to communicate. Now, you're not actually communicating right now, and if you are, it's on a very superficial level. But there is, again, there's this feeling of wanting to reveal, allowing a situation or others to see who you are and not be so ready to shut it down if it's difficult or painful or stressful. Because I don't feel like you feel like it's going to be that way. I feel like there's a huge level of strength in your energy that shows that ultimately you're going to reveal all. I don't know what this reading is about. Spirit, what's the Two of Wands doing here? What's the Two of Wands doing here? So it feels like this situation, the reason why Spirit is making me feel it go so slow, even though we have the Knight of Swords here, for you, so when I look at your energy compared to other zodiac signs, this energy is moving tremendously slow. But for you to get to this point, to even reveal this part of yourself, so you are completely vulnerable, not completely because you're not, but you're opening up your communication. You're getting ready to communicate. You're getting ready to say how you feel. You're getting into that space where you're owning how you feel and what you want for your life. And so for you, not for others on the outside looking in, but for you, you're moving quickly through this process, because now that you're there, you're ready. Okay, let's take a look at what's in your strength energy for the week. And let me point this out. Spirit wants me to point this out because they said I'm not making it clear enough. So let me make it clear. So like I said, this reading's not for everybody, and keep that in mind as Spirit wants me to go in a very certain direction here. I'm trying to globalize the reading so it fits many Sagittariuses in many different areas, and that is not what the spirit world want me to do. They're making it clear here that this has to do with love. They're making a point that this is not going to fit those of you that need a general reading that are not in a situation dealing with your heart. So just want to point that out, that this has to do with the revealing of yourself to another person. It has to do with you having deep emotions and thoughts and feelings about what you are allowing yourself to participate in with another person. So much for trying to keep it general, Sagittarius. I'm sorry for those of you that now have to turn off. But anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? Let's take a look at your strength. So here we have the Four of Cups, we have the Judgment, both in the upright position. We have the Empress in the reverse position, and we have the Moon in the reverse position. Spirit, can you bring forward to me what's going on here with Sagittarius in their strength position? Why are these cards the way that they are? What's going on here? Sagittarius, what's happening here is that you're finally in a situation in the strength position right here in the Four of Cups, where you are finally, so Spirit made me feel here that there is a particular person here that you're thinking about that's very important to you. And for some of you, this is a past person. And for others of you, it's a brand new person. But nonetheless, it is a person that you have, there is, and again, cups represent love, okay? And Spirit wants me to do a love reading here. What's happening here in the strength position, Spirit, bring it forward, please, is that you're now able to put into perspective some of the past experiences that you've had. And let's say one of these experiences, let me start off with the fact that for some of you, it's a person returning into your life, or it's a person that you are thinking about that used to be in your life. At the point that they were in your life, they were just like everybody else. It wasn't, you weren't focused on the glass half full. You were focused on the glass half empty. And therefore, the relationship at the end of the day was not as fulfilling as you wanted it to be. And it feels like you've had a change of perspective in the strength position, because you're no longer looking at whoever this is, whatever this is, in the same mindset that you did before. It feels as if there's been a complete turnaround in regards to understanding that let's say this is a past person, that what you had in front of you was incredibly deep and fulfilling. However, you just didn't realize it. You didn't recognize it. You were looking at things through a filter that comes from the past, not from where you are today. Even if this is a new person, same thing. Whatever this thing is in your life, whoever this is, whatever this new situation is, it's so powerful that it's stopping you from going back into the past. And now you're fully turning around and looking at your present energy and looking into your future. And when you look at that future, there is, there's almost kind of like a, are you kidding me? Like, all of that is in one person. All of that is like, there is the capacity. You know what it reminds me of is, I can't remember where you go to get this, but you know, there's places that you go, restaurants that you go, you know, this is a cup, there's a glass. You know, there's restaurants you go where they have unlimited refills. And it's like whatever you had in those glasses was limited, right? You had to buy into it each time. And it's kind of like you're looking at this glass and it has an unlimited refill. And it's like you don't have to ever buy into it again. It just keeps on flowing and giving and giving and giving. And you're like, it's kind of like you've come across it for the first time and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. And so there's this wonder about whoever this is in your life. As a result, we have the Judgment, and it doesn't matter what you think or feel at this point about this person. They're pulling you in their direction, and they're not doing it in a manipulative way. They're not doing it in a power and control way. They're doing it just by seeing who you are. They're doing it in an easy and effortless way because they almost can see through you and see your vulnerabilities, and they don't judge you, they don't criticize you. You know, here we have the Judgment card, but here it shows through non-judgment that you're naturally moving in their direction. They're naturally moving in your direction because they feel the same about you. So in the Strength position here, it's very much about how you feel in this situation with them. And you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable and allowing yourself to be pulled in that direction. So it feels as if many times in the past before, what's happened is you make the decision, well, I'm going to be with this person and I'm going to move in their direction, and everything's very controlled and everything's very logical and everything's very measured. And in this situation, none of that is occurring. It's kind of like, even though you still have a little bit of that element left in how you're functioning with this person, internally, what it shows is you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable and you're allowing them to pull you in their direction. And it's like a bloody magnet, Sagittarius. They're pulling you. For Spirit just made me feel here, for some of you, this really is a past relationship. And let me talk about that. So Spirit is showing me two different things. Here, there is a past person that you let go of. And you let go of, and you are extremely disappointed with what you've had since. That shows it right here. And it's Spirit is showing me a new appreciation of what you had before. And for some of you, the door is closed. There's absolutely no opportunity with this person ever again because of the destruction of the relationship. However, for others of you, where there was not destruction, but the relationship ended just because it just ended for whatever reason, and there was no betrayal, there was no lies or whatever, there was just kind of like a parting of the ways. For those of you, it shows right here that that there's been a lot of realization. There's been a lot of uncovering of the truth, both with you and with them in your own separate corners. And so unfortunately for some of you that want an ex back, where there has been total destruction, it's not coming back. I can feel that. And I can feel that in these cards here, where the Empress is in the reverse and the Moon is in the reverse. That's what that represents for those of you where there was betrayal, total abandonment, a sudden abrupt end, and a tremendous amount of hurt and pain. I don't see that coming back. But for others of you where that did not happen and something just came to its natural end, and I am kind of going into a very, very specific narrative here, and I apologize for those of you that are looking at a new person. For those of you that are looking at a brand new person, definitely adopt the reading as it makes sense. I don't usually like to do that, but Spirit's having me go in a very specific direction here, so I have to follow it. But for those of you that didn't happen to, and you're being pulled back to your person's pulling you back, you want it, they want it, it shows that there is ultimate union here. So in numerology, we have 10, which represents completion. It also represents things like, it can represent a union, because anyway, whatever, but that's what it represents. And here Spirit is drawing me to the fact that you both want this. Now with the Empress in the reverse position, what it's showing is that a new beginning has not occurred for you both. So that means that for most of you, you're not in a relationship yet. So you may be talking, you may be interacting, there may be some type of superficial conversation going on, or there's an interaction going on. I can see it right here. But the relationship has not gone to the level where both of you are fully, you may even be going out together or something like that, but there has not been a commitment made. And here in the Strength position, it shows here with the Empress in the reverse that you are, Sagittarius, you are definitely thinking about that. You are thinking about committing to this person. You are thinking about all they bring into your life, how they make your life different, the contrast that they bring to your life. And even though it's in the reverse position, it shows that there is a lot of possibility that you're thinking about. This person brightens up your life in every way, shape, and form. They're so different from you, and just by virtue of how different both of you are, and the need not to be like the other one, but to be open to each other's experiences, it shows here that your world's going to open up. And here in the Moon card in reverse, here I get this energy of you revealing how you feel, not verbally, but through actions. So all of that is sitting in your Strength position. Let's take a look at your challenge. Here we have the Three of Cups. Spirit, bring it forward for me. We have the Three of Cups. We have the King of Wands. We have the Six of Coins, and we have the Devil. So Spirit, do you want to bring forward why these cards are here in the challenge position? What is it that Sagittarius needs to know? What will help them in this situation? Sagittarius, what it shows here is that there's a little bit of a challenge. You are deeply attracted to your person, and for some of you, there's this mental energy going on of, am I just physically attracted to you? Am I just attracted to what's shiny and what's new, and will the novelty wear off? And because, you know, there shows a huge physical attraction here. There even shows a mental attraction, an emotional attraction, and having fun and things on a very, very physical level. And so here with the Devil present here too, we show for some of you there's some ruminating thoughts, there's some obsession about thinking about this person, thinking about your future with them. trying to make the right decision and trying to understand, is this what I'm really feeling? Is it really just, here we started off with the love energy, right? And like I said before, what it shows is that you have not been in that pure love energy for an extremely long time. Can you access it? Yes, you can. But can another person access it? And that's the challenge right here. Because look, this is the Three of Cups. And here's the King of Wands. Here's you all in your passionate energy, physical, sexual energy. And here's them being themselves, Three of Cups, right? So they bring out all elements of, they're not trying to, they just do. They invoke in you the three, right? So we have the physical attraction, we have the emotional attraction, we have the spiritual attraction, right? There is, on every level, they bring a beautiful, harmonious energy into your life. But that is a challenge for you, because it is really just trying to understand for yourself. Remember, this is just a weekly reading, and this is just where you are in the process. So it's trying to understand for yourself in all these thoughts, and you are thinking about this person a lot. You are thinking about this person on your downtime. You are thinking about the fact that, for some of you, Sagittarius, bloody hell. For some of you, you are thinking about them like the devil, how dare you possess that ability to unlock my heart. And, for some of you, it's a battle, kind of like, I don't want to be vulnerable to you. I don't want to give you that much power. And, but you're not giving up your power. It's just that you're opening up your heart in a very, very long time. And so what does that mean? That means that you feel like you can get hurt. So the automatic response is to, for some of you, to self-sabotage, right? We've got the devil here. And so for some of you, you may show them a side of you that it's kind of like, oh, you think you like me? Oh, you think that I'm the one for you? Oh, you think that I'm this great person? Let me show you something. And you bring out the ugly side of you and you're testing them. Don't do that, Sagittarius. What the hell? Don't do that. You don't need to test somebody, right? Get to know somebody. Allow the loving feeling to grow, to nurture, to bloom. Whatever you give your energy to is what you produce. And so if you're going to test a relationship and drop a nuclear bomb, don't expect roses to grow in its aftermath. It's not going to. So we all have the power to test people, and maybe on an unconscious level, many of us do, when we really feel that we've found somebody that is important to us or could be a long-term commitment or a long-term relationship. And whatever you put in, you get out. So if you're putting in this kind of testing energy and showing them negative sides of who you are, then they're going to respond to that, right? Nobody lives in a life anymore, Sagittarius. This is not 1952. They're not going to put up with your shit, right? There are, if there's one person, partners are a dime a dozen, right? And so are you special to them? Yes. Do you matter to them? Yes. Are they going to take your bullshit? No, they're not. So be careful about this, because remember, this is sitting in the challenge energy. So this shows here that they have the key to unlock your heart, and that bothers you. It shows here that you're thinking about them at night. It shows here that you're thinking about them on your downtime. You're wondering if you're doing the right thing. You're wondering if you're doing too much, too little. Let it flow, Sagittarius. I haven't gotten into the outcome yet, but let it flow. And the reason why I say that is I'm looking at their energy over here, and these two energies don't match, right? So if you and I want you to understand that, right? So this is a free-flowing, beautiful energy. This is water. This is fire. The devil represents fire. remember rock, paper, scissors? Well, water puts out fire, Sagittarius. Water puts out fire. So if you come forward with this type of energy of testing them, what are they going to do? They're going to put out the fire within you, right? And move on. Not to say that they're going to hurt you, but they're not going to tolerate it, right? They're going to just wash over you and neutralize that energy. And where you want something to now, you know, they've passed the test, but not according to them. They didn't want to be tested in the first place. So nobody wants to be tested. Do you want to be tested by them? Probably not, because you're going to be like, can I have a cheat sheet? I don't know how to pass this test, right? Nobody wants to be tested. That's bullshit adolescent behavior. Be yourself. Be strong. Come into that loving energy. If you're feeling passion for them, come forward with your passion. Just be true to who you are. But when you revert back to these energies of, you know, I'm going to put the person through their paces. I'm going to wait a day before I text them back so they don't see how interested I am. You know, when you're showing a lot of power and control, it doesn't bring somebody towards you. It alienates them, because all they're thinking, they're not buying into your game, and you're not making them want you more. They're just thinking, what the hell's going on with Sagittarius? You know what? There's Aries, there's Taurus, there's Cancer, there's Libra, and they're not doing this shit to me. Maybe Sagittarius has a problem with me and they don't like me. I'm just going to go off with Taurus, because Taurus seems to not have this issue. And I don't want to be put through my paces, because I just want to be accepted for who I am. I don't want to have to prove myself over and over and over again. I want somebody to just get to know me. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. So in the challenge energy, it's about balancing out your emotions with this person. It's about stepping out of this energy that's quite, there's nothing about the devil. Let's put it this way. There's nothing about the devil energy that is going to serve you in this situation. What's going to serve you in this situation is moving out of the energy and bringing balance into your life. And so here we have the coins, right? And coins in a love reading represents emotions. And so what it shows here is you coming forward with your emotions, you not testing them and saying, do you have the key to unlock my heart, and can you jump through these hoops? But it's basically turning around and opening the door to them by giving them the emotions that you feel for them and seeing what they do with it. Do they reciprocate? And that will tell you everything. The games will not tell you nothing that is of any relevance. So that is sitting in your challenge position. Now let's take a look at the outcome for the week. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. You know what, Sagittarius? I feel like I keep pulling the Seven of Swords for you, and I feel like I keep pulling this card for you. I've done so many readings. I don't remember what I pull in these readings, Sagittarius, but Spirit World brings back the readings to me, and they're making me feel that I've pulled this in a reading in reference to you. What we have here is the Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands in the upright, Seven of Swords in the upright, Death card in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands in the upright position. Spirit, can you tell me the outcome for the week for Sagittarius? Holy cow, Sagittarius, you are finally, whatever this energy is here that you're struggling with during the week of, you know, putting your person through their paces, I feel like you stop. I feel like in the outcome you don't go in that direction. I feel like you completely move in the direction towards your person. I feel that you start to see them for who they really are. There's a lot of, you know, even though we have this kind of Knight of Wands energy here, which is a lot of sexual attraction, a lot of physical attraction, a lot of passion for your person. What we're seeing right here is you owning that, you recognizing that they have the same for you, currently your person's turned away from you, but that's because you've spent so long having your back turned to them. And so your person has not yet realized that you are now turned towards them. And so they haven't gone anywhere. They're right here and they're getting on with their own business. And they're dealing, it looks like they're dealing with stress in their life. They're dealing with some stuff that they're having to be extremely strategic about and having to focus on, and all their energy is going towards that. It does look like here that they could use emotional support. It also looks like they're dealing with stuff from the past. So where you may feel that they're a little bit detached from you, they're not. It's just that they're focused on other things right now, and they're not giving you as much energy in the outcome because, like I said, for so long you've been turned away from them. So they're not really recognizing that you're there for them. How do you change that? You have to turn towards them in a much more effective way. You have to relay communication. Wands also represents, it doesn't just represent passion, but it does represent communication. So this person's dealing with a lot of communication to do with other situations in their life. And for you, it shows here that you are holding back communication. You're communicating with them, but you're not coming forward, and in your communication you are thinking about them. That shows it here. And so if you want to change the outcome where they use you as emotional support, they use you as, because it feels like they're alone, it feels like they need the support. It feels, let me put it this way, they don't need the support, but if they get support from somebody they respect, and it does show here that they respect you, it showed it throughout the reading that they respect you. So because we have king energy, we have the kings coming out twice for you, so there is a lot of respect for you, and they're showing up as the queen in your energy. So what's important is here, we've got the death card in the reverse. I know that you're not ready to transform the way that you're doing things with this person yet. I know that you're not ready, and obviously everybody has to do things within their own time frame, but this person looks like they need your help, looks like they can do with if you look at the, for those of you that know tarot, you know what the Seven of Swords means, but like I said, I get the information a little bit differently. And if you look at if you look at historically what a raven, what the metaphor is in regards to British history and queens and towers and castles, you always want ravens on a castle or around a castle or near a castle, usually on the castle, because it shows protection. And here we have the sword of protection right here. So it shows that they're being protected on a spiritual level as they go about very, very challenging work in their life. And so you can be that for your person. You can be that emotional protection. You can be their inner strength. You can allow them to lean on you, and do that without a lot. You don't have to have a ton of emotion. It shows it right here, but you just have to let them know that you're there for them, and they will reach out to you. It looks like they don't really want to do what they're dealing with on their own. You don't have to solve any problems for them or put out any type of energy that requires money or anything like that, because there's no pentacle energy here, but they do need your emotional support if that's what you want to give. Sagittarius, that is your reading. Over here in the drop down menu is your other weekly readings, monthly reading, and also the 3 readings for the year. Please check those out. Thank you for everybody for liking, subscribing, sharing the video, and I will talk to you soon. I hope this video was helpful.